I'm here. I'm officially a new Sunderland manager. Hello, how are we? Fire your questions away. I'm more than happy to answer them.
There was a rumour created by an unknown source stating that you were quite unhappy when you got offered the Sunderland job. Could you confirm or deny that, please?
I don't know what you mean. Like, I'm absolutely delighted to be Sunderland manager. This person from the job centre, whoever he was, he's talking absolute waffle. So I'm delighted. Absolutely. We're going to go to the Premier League, boys. But all of you, a few years' time, I'll invite you to the party. I've got my own beauty notepad, everyone. Sorry. I was just wondering, obviously, you've come from Italy. I was just wondering if you've got anywhere to stay at the moment. Have you bought anywhere? Have you rented anywhere? What's your current situation? It's a bit personal, but no, I haven't found a house. I've just come off the boat, mate. Can't you see the sweat? Jesus, come on, mate. Get with the picture. Final question, by the way, everyone. Final question. Yeah, you. Look, you look familiar. Go on.
I don't look anything like them. What are you on about? Look at us. What are your overall thoughts on the squad? Is the squad quite strong? Like, what are your overall thoughts on it? Are you happy? Are you not happy? What are you saying?
I mean, the squad's strong. I'm aiming for promotion. Aiming for it. I mean, anything less than that, it's a disappointment. And, you know, the transfers I'm going to make as well. I haven't actually met the boys yet, so they're hearing of this, but, you know, it's going to be great. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone, anyway. Thank you for the questions. I've now got to go and rent, so, you know, if anyone has anyone they know, me. Oh, boys, look at all the transfers, all the ins, all the outs. I've been a busy man, blimey. I can't wait to get into all these. Should I tell them? Should I? Should I? I'm not sure. I should. Okay, this is going to be disappointing, isn't it? I'm a bloody disappointment. I'm sorry, viewers. I'm a bloody disappointment. It looks like I've done all this business. I've been a fantastic transfer wheeler dealer. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. I've actually only brought in 2 players. So, yeah, sorry to ruin everyone's hopes and dreams there that there was going to be a busy summer. That hasn't happened. However, the 2 players we have brought in, I am very, very happy with. I have stuck with the plan that I originally set myself of only getting a left back and a cam, and we've been able to achieve that. And there's one player in particular that if you're a Liverpool fan, which I am, I'm really, really happy with. Before we get into them, however, if you have enjoyed this episode or have enjoyed any previous episodes I have released, feel free to hit that subscribe button, like and share the video around, and hit that notification bell as well so that you know when these episodes are released on the day. So there's no waiting around, and it also really, really helps me, and I really, really do appreciate it. But enough of that. Let's get into the transfers. So the first man to come into the club during my regime is going to be a Mr. Miles Kenlock. I did say I was looking for a pretty decent left back that I felt could impact the game further up the pitch. And for me, Mr. Miles here ticks all the boxes that I'm looking for from the player that I require. Absolutely fantastic technical ability, great dribbling and crossing, able to put in an absolute banger of a cross to our striker. Really good mentals as well, and his physicals aren't something to be looked over either. Overall, a really, really good player. However, we did pay actual money for him. We did pay 350k. Now, some of you might be absolutely gobsmacked as to why I paid actual money for him, but there wasn't actually too many good left backs around for what I was needing. Miles Kenlock was the best option, and thankfully Ipswich didn't ask for an arm and a leg, which most teams do. We did take him from a rival as well, so hopefully with the intention of weakening Ipswich. I'm not too sure how Ipswich are as a club in terms of where they're predicted to be. They did finish mid-table after getting relegated from the Championship, so probably another mid-table finish for Ipswich. Miles has sort of improved his career by coming to Sunderland, and he's going to help us get that promotion. The final transfer that we did make was, as a Liverpool fan, I'm really happy with this. It's Mr. Ben Woodburn. Obviously, Ben Woodburn has had sort of a lot of pundits in the past at how much potential he has, but nothing's really came of it over the past few years, right? Obviously, he's been at Liverpool for a few years. He was on loan at Sheffield United in the Championship. His career hasn't really kicked off, but I must say, for the attributes he's got some potential to hit as well. This could be the sort of like start of Ben's career. If he does really, really well in this season, he could see himself potentially fighting for a first team spot at Liverpool, and that would be beautiful to see when we do get promoted to the Premier League. We come against our old hero, hopefully. Now, the good thing is he can play across the attacking line. He can play in midfield as well, which we're not going to do. But he can play on the left, the right, and even striker if needed. But we are going to be playing him just in behind the striker, where he's very, very competent in this role. Really good vision, passing, technique, first touch, dribbling. Physically, he's meh. Good acceleration and pace and agility and balance. Everything else is a little bit not great. However, for the role that I'm looking to play him in, I think Ben Woodburn could be the guy to push us to that next level. I'm really, really hoping that he will be just that. In the pre-season, he has got 3 goals in 3 games. Obviously, pre-season doesn't mean a hell of a lot, but it's nice to see him scoring goals from that position and linking up with his teammates. So, yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the squad that I've built. This is going to be the first 11 that we are going to be going into our first game of the season with against Bristol Rovers. Now, you might see some players that perhaps you didn't see last episode that you're like, wow, like, I've never seen these before. Well, it's because that happened. So, yeah, the winter transfer update came on Football Manager, which did mean I wanted to get everything that sort of I was able to get out of it. So I did update the game. Thankfully, I didn't get into actual any games. I was only in pre-season, but it did mean that I had to do my transfers again. So yeah, that does mean a certain player is in the game. Mukuku, I don't know how to say his name, but he is in the game. No transfers getting him, obviously. But we have lost a few players, which was a little bit disappointing. One player I'm in particularly really upset about is losing, where is he? George Dobson. For whatever reason, Sunderland thought it'd be a good idea to send him out on loan. Not too sure why. We can't recall him, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm not too sure why they've done that, but hopefully he will be able to get some first team football at Wimbledon and come back a much better player. And we have lost a few other players and gained a few players as well. I'm not sure if Carl Winchester was here last time. Really, really good player, can play in the centre midfield. Most of these I think were already here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think everyone in the first 11, apart from Jake Vokins, who's on loan from Southampton, everyone else was here. So we are going to start this game with Ken Lock at that left-back position. We do have a lot of options at left-back now, which is nice to see. So this is going to be your first 11. Going into this first league game, it is going to be Lee Burge in goal, Dean Sanderson, Tom Flanagan, Jordan Willis, Miles Kenlock finishing your defensive 4. Then in midfield, it's Max Power and Josh Scowen. And then your attacking quadruple is going to be Jordan Jones, Ben Woodburn, Lyndon Gooch and Aidan O'Brien. So that is going to be the first 11 that we go into the game with. Before we get into that, however, we do need to go and have a look at our pre-season. We're definitely going unbeaten this year, boys. Mark my words, we are going unbeaten. So this is the first sort of pre-season we've had. And we have played 2 games in the cup competitions. I didn't think playing them would be particularly great, so I just decided to play them off screen, which was against Lincoln and Fleetwood, who are not brilliant. We did get 2 wins against them. Now, in terms of our pre-season went really, really well. We didn't lose at all. We conceded 4 goals, which is potentially a little bit of concern. But we did beat some teams like Brentford, Scunthorpe, Bradford City and Bologna, obviously the biggest of the teams there, beating them 2-1 with 3.5 star with who got on the score sheet there? Ben Woodward getting on the score sheet and Max Powell getting himself a penalty. So you love to see it. Obviously, pre-season doesn't mean a lot going into the actual season in terms of performances, but it was nice to see that we were gelling together and the team is coming together very, very nicely. Now into our first 2 Cup competitions. It was in the Carabao Cup first round and then the Papa John's Trophy Northern Section group thing. So the first game was against Lincoln at home. Lincoln are in League 2, I believe. No, they're in League 1, sorry. So they are in the division that we are in. You will see the goals on screen, just probably above me. It was Mr. I forgot his name again. Oh, God. Lyndon Gooch and getting the goal very, very late on. We were particularly poor in this game. Despite the fact we did win this game, we were not great. As you can see from the stats, 19 shots, 7 on target, superior expected goals, but we just weren't able to get the ball in the back of the net. And as we came closer to that full-time whistle, I was slightly nervous that, you know, Lincoln could potentially get a corner, a free kick, any sort of set piece and nick a goal, which would have been absolutely heartbreaking. But thankfully, Mr. Gooch managed to get himself a goal, which got us through to the next round, where we are going to be playing Nottingham Forest. So that's going to be quite the interesting little matchup there. Then the next game was a 2-1 victory over Fleetwood, who are already also in our league, in the Papa John's Trophy Northern Section Group A, where we did beat them 2-1. They did initially take the lead in the second minute through Brian McKay, I think his name is. We did miss a penalty in the 18th because of Max Power, and it was a very, very poor penalty. You will see it on screen. And then Tom Flanagan and Gooch getting themselves a goal just before half-time to put us 2-1 up, and then we were able to hold on in the second half to secure them 3 points. And it's a lovely feeling going into our first league game that we are technically unbeaten. I know that pre-season doesn't really matter, but like the dynamics are really, really good. Club atmosphere is fantastic. Managerial support is going down, but it's fine. And then team cohesion is average. Obviously, that will come in time. So, I mean, Bristol Rovers, the game that we have got today is going to be... I expect us to get a victory. I expect, like every team in this division, I do expect us to get a win against, because I do think we have such a good team that it'll be disappointing if we don't get promoted. And Bristol Rovers are very much the epitome of a mid-table side by the looks of it. 10th, 13th, 15th and 14th. They're not really doing anything special. With Ian Holloway in charge. That lovely, lovely ginger man. Honestly, what a career he's had, by the way. I mean, what a man. Yeah, he did play. I mean, he played for Bristol Rovers as well. He played for Bristol Rovers for most of his career. Oh, what a return of a hero. You love to see it. Right, into the game we go. Get your score predictions in the comments if you want to have a guess at what you think the score will be. I fully expect everyone to be like 3-0, 2-0, 1-0 to me, obviously, not to Bristol Rovers, because they're going to be driving out of here. Get it? Rover, car make, drive. Right, okay, let's move on. Thankfully, we don't have any fitness issues. Everyone's pretty fit. I want to make sure my substitutes bench is strong as possible. I think Winchester being on is a good idea because we don't actually have any midfielders on the bench. I might do a risk and take out the goalkeeper, which I know you're all like, that you're asking for trouble, but I don't play by the rules, honestly. I ripped up the rule book when it first got ripped up or something. Shh, be quiet. Let's not focus on that. Let's go. Right, here we go. So Bristol Rovers' first 11. Don't recognise any of them. George Williams, I think I've heard of. Jack Baldwin, I have heard of. Geordie Van Stappenhoff. What a name that is. Mark Little. Ben Liddell. Oh, I'm good. I mean, he's named after a shop and a TV show and a movie. And Josh Grant off EastEnders, also known as... oh, God, I forgot his name. The Grant brother. Right, let's just get into the game. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how we get on. Our first league game, I would like a really, really strong performance, and it's quite the kick from our goalkeeper there. However, Bristol Rovers have managed to get the ball. Now, this is a little bit of a concern because McCormick, it'd be nice if he shot from there because you expect the keeper to get it, and he's going to hit it. And, I mean, right, Zane Westbrook from One Direction have scored. I mean, that was an absolute banger of a goal, I must say. It was so, like, I don't know, it looked weird on the camera how it curled. But it is an absolute banger, you must say. It deflects off the defender. And Westbrook, I mean, that curl looks ridiculous from this angle. And Westbrook has apparently broke both of his arms by putting them too far back. And that just puts 1-0 down after 13 minutes. And that is not brilliant. And Bristol Rovers are having the better of the game. I mean, I thought this tactic would do really, really well for us. Now, we do have the ball here. It's defended well. Sanderson. Don't you dare. Oh, my God. What a save. What are we doing, boys? Right. Go at them. Go at them like an arrow. Right, let's push our line up a bit. See if we can take the game to them a little bit. Because we haven't had a single shot yet. Haven't had a single lousy shot, and Bristol Rovers are dominating. Saying that, they've had 4 shots now. Brilliant. Burge, not a particularly tall team, so that might have to be something we have a look at. It's wasted to Tonda on the left-hand side. What's his name? Ots Turner, Hanlan. Are we able to get the ball here? They're playing around nicely, but you'd expect us to put a little bit more pressure on. It's a good ball to George Williams. Nicholson, Westbrook, Nicholson. They're playing it around really nicely here, Rovers. I'm not a fan. Baldwin, Hanlan. Oh my God, is this Barcelona or Bristol Rovers? Oh, this is disaster. I mean, somehow he's missed. Right, what are we doing? Right, let's get a bit of possession here, boys. Let's get a little bit of possession because we are really struggling here in the first half. First half as Sunderland manager is not going well, but if we can get a goal back through a set piece, that would make me a lot happier. O'Brien doesn't get above the defender. We should get to that with Woodburn. Obviously, a very technical player, Woodburn, so hopefully he can create something out of nothing. He does go back to Willis. Power. Scowen. Lovely ball to Gooch on the left-hand side. Look at that space from the left-back. Left-back causing the width. Woodburn. Lovely ball to Kenlock. This is the positions we want him in. Can he get a decent cross in? He does. Jones, and what? Oh, I thought he said it was. I was disappointed by scoring there because I thought the goalkeeper made an absolutely unbelievable save. But that is the sort of play we are looking for, everyone. We are looking for our left-back, Miles Kenlock, to cause a lot of issues. And there is an absolutely wicked cross into the box. And Jones hits it first time. And the goalkeeper does nearly keep it out. But the fury on Jones' shot, unable to. And that does put us back to a draw. Even Stevens. Going to half time. I'm going to say, keep playing the way and this result will come. I am confident in my boys in the ability we have to get ourselves a result. Because we have come into the game a little bit. I think the reason we were playing particularly poorly was just because we weren't, our confidence was probably a little bit down in the dumps after we conceded so early on. And now that the goal has come our way, I'm hoping the momentum will swing a little bit and allow us to get another. I will have to make some subs I'm probably going to make some subs in about 10 minutes or so. I mean, I'd really want to win here. Bristol Rovers sort of sat by. Looks like they're sitting back a little bit, and there is a chance. Sanderson, a penalty would be lovely. Hanlan. See, this is what I'm concerned about, is that they're going to get a goal and we're going to be pegged back again. McCormick, Ots Turner. Can we get the ball? Launch a counter-attack. I mean, whoever my right back is having a hell of a time there. Right then. Well, we were all panicked for nothing there, viewers, weren't we? Right, so I'm going to make some substitutions. I'm going to bring off Josh Scowen because he hasn't been brilliant this game. I'm considering whether or not I want max power in that box-to-box. What's Coles Winchester's tackling? I mean, he is a decent deep-line playmaker, so I'll put... What's his passing, actually? His passing's not great, but I think I want max power more involved. And we're going to bring on... not too sure. Charlie White, are you good? You are a decent striker, right. Aidan O'Brien hasn't had a great time. He is a target man, I'm guessing he is. So, I think I might change Ben Woodward to a shadow striker. See if we can get someone in behind. See if we can create something here. For the last final 15 minutes, potentially we can get ourselves a win if we can create something out of nothing. And nothing's happening, which is a... Right, we have got a late chance. 5 minutes to go. It's be heartbreak if we lose this. It's a lovely ball, but we're able to get it. Willis, Kenlock. I mean, what the... Right, well, he's gone for a Xabi Alonso there, and it's turned out into a... I don't know, Jack Wilshere shot or something. That's a... I mean, it's a good ball. Oh, no. Hanlan. McCormick. Baldwin. McCormick. They're playing it round well. Bristol Rovers deserve credit in this game. We've been picked apart. Oh, my God, keeper. Jesus wept. Right. Is that the chance over? Please tell me that's the chance over. Westbrook. Nicholson. He's got to play it through. Hanlan. Oh, it's a good save by Burge. Hanlan, an absolutely glorious opportunity there to get to seal the 3 points for Bristol Rovers, you say. And that does bring us to the end of our game. Our first game as Sunderland manager. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy in that. Our tactic did not do brilliantly well there. I mean, Bristol Rovers, we should be getting 3 points against them, which is making me want to rethink things a little bit. But I'm not going to panic. Not going to panic. I'm going to see how it gets on over the next few games. See if we can potentially change something round. to get ourselves a result. I mean, there was some decent ratings in there, but not being able to beat Bristol Rovers, who are a mid-table side, is a little bit of a concern. Right, so where do we want to come back for? I'm thinking we're going to come back for the Charlton game. So in between now and then, we have 3 games: Nottingham Forest, Oxford and Peterborough, and I will go through them in the next episode. But that is going to bring us to the end of the second episode of the Sunderland series. If you have enjoyed, feel free to hit that subscribe button, like and share the video around. It really, really does help. And take care of yourselves. Have a lovely morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you're on the world. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.